Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Joe here in the workshop. Just lighting up the first pipe of the morning. And this one happens to be just a little remnant pipe, I guess you would call it. You know, when things go wrong on a pipe, whatever, in different pieces, and then put them together and what have you, and then you wind up with a shop pipe, remnant pipe, whatever you want to call it. But it's as far as smokability, it's still great. Doesn't look all that great, especially things that really don't kind of go together, but yeah. This morning I'm smoking a really good Virginia's blend from none other than my boys at Uptowns. It's called Caney Fork. Caney Fork. It's really good. And I do believe they would sell it to you on order. You can get a hold of them. Get their information, uptowns.com. Well, we've had some things to kind of change in the old pipe community over the past several days. And a lot of us now are on 2 channels. Not just 1, but 2. We have been doing, of course, YouTube videos for quite some time now. And for those of you, over 3,000 of you who've subscribed to me on YouTube, I certainly appreciate it. Thank you very much. It is an honor to have you as a subscriber. Just want you to know that. So thanks so much for subscribing. Now we're also on something called Vimeo. For those of you who are watching this on YouTube, I also have a channel, Joe Case, on Vimeo, Vimeo. You can go check it out, Vimeo.com. And several of the pipe smokers in the pipe community have made their way over there. Now, a lot of folks have gone over there because they've had issues with YouTube. I want to say this. I love all my brothers and sisters in the pipe community, and we all have the right to do what we want to do as far as where we put up videos, and I think that's awesome. There are some who have literally moved because they were really fed up with the YouTube Google Plus crap that is going on. And I perfectly understand that there are some people who just don't want to be pushed around and told what to do and where to post, how to post, what to do, comments, all that kind of good stuff. You know, I understand that. I also understand that we're kind of in the free enterprise system here, capitalism or whatever you want to call it. And the big companies are out to make money, and the bigger they are, the more money they want to make. Understand that. It's kind of why we live in America. The big companies have the right to make the money. We have the right to post our videos anywhere we want to post them that will allow. I know Google has come along and, kind of grabbed up YouTube, and now they're merging their Google Plus with YouTube. I want to call it Ugle. That's what they want to call it, Ugle. And a lot of people are having trouble with comments. Now, let me say, from my standpoint, where I am, I saw this coming months and months ago. Some of you may be on here long enough to remember when I had my handle on YouTube used to be Smokey Joe TN, Smokey Joe Tennessee. And that's how I first started. And then I had been a part of Google Plus, not an active member of Google Plus, but I had. So I'd already signed up for that long ago when that first came out. And I just didn't care for the circles and all that stuff, so I just kind of left it dormant. But YouTube came along and said, hey, we're now partnered with Google and blah, blah, blah. And hey, if you want to sign up and use your Google Plus name on YouTube, feel free. So I said, yeah, which my name there was my real name, Joe Case. So I used it. And I thought, from a marketing standpoint for me and my pipe company, Joe Case Pipes, I thought it would be easier for people to find me if I was using my name instead of Smokey Joe TN. Whatever. I think Smokey Joe TN is still in the background, but Joe Case is what people look for. I think you can still look up Smokey Joe TN and still come straight to me on YouTube. On Vimeo, by the way, I'm just Joe Case. As it turns out, I had been working with Vimeo for quite some time. Years ago, when I was pastoring a church, we used to videotape our Sunday messages and then put them up on YouTube, on Vimeo, for people to see if they couldn't make it to church or if they just want to watch anywhere from around the world and so forth and so on. It was kind of another part of the ministry for us. So I was very familiar with Vimeo and really like Vimeo. And while I was there, I had a church account. I also created a personal account a few years ago. So I already had that too. And so I just kind of recently resurrected it. So if you're watching me on Vimeo right now, welcome. This is my introductory first official video. I've put up a couple from the past, from other YouTube videos on here. You can also go on my Vimeo channel and see some of my non-bearded, longer-haired, contact-wearing TV weatherman videos on there. It's kind of maybe fun to watch. Every time my wife sees those, she goes, "When are you going to shave?" This is Movember, so I'm not gonna be shaving in Movember for sure. So here we are. We've got 2 outlets now for our videos. At least I do. I do not plan to leave YouTube because for me, I'm fine. I rarely have time to make comments anyway on people's videos. And when I do, it's usually in answer to questions that are asked of me if I have an answer. And so I'm not really bothered by the whole, well, I can't comment this, can't comment that. But that's just me personally. I totally understand those guys who love to comment anywhere, everywhere, all the time. I understand, the frustration that YouTube is kind of placed out there. But, I would say my word to the wise is don't fret about it. Just figure it. Everything becomes a learning curve. Change is everywhere, in everything, and going to be. I guarantee you, Vimeo, when they start getting the thousands of people from the pipe community coming over and starting to watch and message and all this kind of stuff, you mark my words, there will be changes that will be coming up from Vimeo as well. Sometimes it has to do with just the load it puts on them, and sometimes it has to do with, again, the whole making money thing. And so, there is a limit. The Vimeo is free, but there is a limit to how much you can put up. So those of you who might be heavy video producers, if you will, producing a lot of videos in a week, you might find it difficult to keep just the free Vimeo. I think the Vimeo Plus is like $10 a month, something like that. If you wanna pay for it. So my 2 cents worth is you guys who decided to kind of go over to Vimeo and kind of protest your way over to Vimeo and say we're gonna do this. Hey, I'm happy. I'm great. That's great. I'm happy to be a part of Vimeo. You guys are going, I'm going to stay with the tried and true YouTube, and I'll get around all the comment things and whatever. I think people got upset that YouTube was changing the rules on video responses and stuff like that. And quite frankly, I don't know that Vimeo can do video responses at all anyway. So, it may be that we just have to change our ball game when it comes to doing contests. I thought about, and I said something when I crossed 3,000 subscribers. I thought about having a contest, and I thought, I don't know that people are not just contested out. I don't know. Maybe sometimes I will. Maybe sometime I'll think about it. Maybe when I hit 3,500, I'll do it, or 4,000. I don't know. Maybe there will be a new way to do it, but we kind of figure that out as we go along. In the meantime, I'm happy to be a part of the TPC contest, the appreciation contest, the pipe TPC GPC member appreciation contest they're having. I'm donating a pipe. Have donated. Just shipped it off today, as a matter of fact, to Mike Lancaster, Mr. TPC himself, and he's got a large number of pipe makers who are making pipes for this huge contest. So you ought to check that out. Go to Tobacco Pipe Collectors. I believe he's going to be on Vimeo as well. I think I saw him doing the Vimeo. So we've got a lot of people who are going to be both on Vimeo and YouTube. And you can kind of tell me if you want to figure out a way to let me know. And by the way, I've got an email address. If you want to make comments to my email address, I'm perfectly cool with that. joe@joecasepipes.com. I'm fine. I don't know why we don't make comments that way anyway. That way it goes directly to the people, and I know that there are some people, well, other people don't get to see the comments that way or whatever. Well, sometimes you might not want people to see those comments. They'll wind up out there. But I'd like to know what you think. Is video quality better on Vimeo, or is it better on YouTube, or whatever? I don't know if you're going to go watch this back and forth on the two different ones. But there you go. I think that's my 2 cents worth on the whole YouTube Vimeo thing. My basic thing is I don't care. I'm not going to fret about it. I've got a whole lot more stuff to worry about than trying to get all caught up in rampaging against YouTube or whatever. But again, you guys who are doing that, man, I love you, and I think go for it. Go for it. I'll just stay on both for a while. Don't plan on leaving either one of them. If Vimeo just doesn't work out, we stay on YouTube, that's fine. If things just blow and go up on Vimeo and things start going great and thousands of people move over there, then that's fine. But we'll be on both. So I think that's it for right now. Hope you have a great day. In my last minute or so, I'll say something to you about this to keep me and my family in your prayers, if you would. My younger brother, I have a three-year younger brother, 3 years younger than I am, who was brain damaged at birth and has been institutionalized for most all his life in state care, and he is battling respiratory distress and terrible pneumonia, and the doctors have given him not much of a chance to pull out of it. So the family is kind of watching that, and I appreciate your prayers, mojo, whatever you call it, in your world, sent our way, and I thank you for that. So I'll keep you updated on that. His name is John. So anyway, God bless you all. We'll catch you next time on YouTube or Vimeo.